Hi, I'm Maike and you're watching City Lights on Novus TV. Tonight is the opening gala of Vancouver's most prestigious film event, the Vancouver International Film Festival, or VIFF for short. There's over 300 films screening from countries around the world. Now in its 32nd year, it's even bigger and better than ever. This year?
Well, we've opened with Nebraska, Alexander Payne's latest film, which is wonderful. Will Forte was here for that. And we have 2 weeks of what I think are the best films of the year from many countries of the world. Lots of films I love. This is an opportunity to see Canadian films and to reach out beyond our borders and see what's being done in other countries. France, Japan, around the world, there's marvelous films being made.
Gonorrhea is not the end of the world. If gonorrhea was on Facebook, it would have over 450 million friends, okay?
How could this happen to me?
Hey, look at the bright side. Now you get to reconnect with all those special friends you made in the last 30 days.
I understand this is your first feature?
Yeah, it's my first feature as a director. I produced 5 other features, but yeah, this is the first one as a director, so it's been fun.
And how was the whole process of putting out your first feature as a director together?
It was amazing. I mean, directing is all the fun work. You get to work with the actors, you get to work with the crew. Producing, you end up doing a lot of budgeting and a lot of stress. And, you know, so directing is it's like such a privilege. It's the fun part, really.
Any particular challenges that you came across?
Challenges, you know, we made a comedy in Vancouver, which is very rare. There's a lot of like sci-fi, action, thriller stuff that happens here, and I found, you know, comedy is really hard. It's really hard to get right, and so I was really dogged about tone, like, you know, just the getting the right tone of the comedy. So that was the hardest part.
How long has this project been in the making for you?
We've been developing this script for about 3 years. It started out going through the Canadian Film Centre Comedy Lab. They basically picked like 5 scripts from across Canada and they developed them with mentors like Eugene Levy and Ivan Reitman. And so it's been a long road, and it's so cool that we finally get to show it on Sunday.
So you told the sheriff that you were walking to Nebraska?
That's right. To get my $1 million.
This is Woody Grant.
We are now authorized to pay $1 million to Woodrow T. Grant of Billings, Montana.
This is his son.
You didn't win anything. It's a complete scam. So you gotta stop this, okay?
I'm running out of time.
This is his wife.
I never knew the son of a bitch even wanted to be a millionaire. You should have thought about that years ago and worked for it.
How much longer is he gonna be around? What's the harm in letting him have his little fantasy for just a couple more days?
So your film was the opening for tonight. Can you tell me what's it like doing a film like Nebraska as compared to some of the mainstream things you do?
Well, it was intimidating at first because I'm so used to doing big crazy comedies. So it was, yeah, intimidating. But Alexander is such an amazing director and was able to calm me down. He's so confident and knows exactly what he wants. That confidence kind of bled over into everybody else. And Bruce he's so amazing in the movie, but he was also amazing behind the scenes and kind of nurturing me and being patient. So it was great.
So what does this do for you as an artist? Because I guess people know you more as a comedian, particularly from SNL.
I never thought I would get an experience to do something like this. It was as unexpected as it gets, and so I don't know, it's fun to try something else. I just never thought I would get an opportunity like this, and it really is just something I'm so appreciative of, and you know, if it leads to getting more new experiences, that would be awesome. But I'm just thankful for this one, and I'm not gonna get greedy and, you know,
one step at a time.
One step at a time. I'm just enjoying this right now because I'm really proud of how it turned out and proud to be a part of it.
And finally, finally, will we be seeing you again in anything similar to Saturday Night Live, or perhaps will you do a cameo?
Well, Saturday Night Live was such a unique experience. I'm so happy to have been a part of that. It was a real honor to be a part of that family. I'd go back there as much as I can, and we'll pop up from time to time. But I would never cheat on Saturday Night Live. I'm not going to do another show like that.
I don't think anything else like that exists.
I got to do the granddaddy, right? You know, it's the, you know, it was really, I miss it all the time. It was such a fun experience.
I don't want to be called the Hood anymore.
So what do you want to be called?
How's tonight been? Did you go and watch the film?
Yeah, we did. It was good. It was really touching, and it's pretty meaningful too. I enjoyed it.
I think it's like a European film, you know, an American film that's sort of taken all that sort of non-glorification, that kind of reality, that sort of small town where nothing changes. You know, there's a lot of metaphors in the movie that I just thought were just wonderful. I mean, it's funny that they're newly touched upon, you know, in American films sometimes when you find that sort of genre. Very European style. Great. Awesome.
Well, the party is in full swing here at the Vancouver Club. For all the details on what's showing, check out VIFF.org. There's plenty of great Canadian and international film showing over the next couple of weeks. I'm Maike, and you're watching City Lights on Novus TV.